Hello everybody, welcome back to Case Studies with the BizDoc. You know, I get a lot of questions about the iPhone. Which one do I choose? Why should I choose this one over that one? And BizDoc, what do you think? Because you used to make apps, and that is correct. Going back, I was at two separate companies that sold for a lot of money and did a lot of good things, including the first NFL app and the biggest, most widely sold wireless game ever at that time. And so, having come from a background there, I know a thing or two about phones, and I watch upgrades, and I see when it's really an upgrade and when it's really not, and people want to know, which one do I pick? So we're going to talk about it today. Talk about the difference between the iPhone X and the iPhone 8. And I'm sure you read all the features, but let's just go right down into the core of it. The iPhone X is $1,000, or like more than that if you want like an unlocked one that's not affiliated with any carrier, but $1,000. Then $799 or $800 for the 8 Plus. And then $700 for just the 8. Well, I have a 7 Plus, and a lot of people I know have like 6 Pluses, and we're like juggling which one do we do. And I think really what it comes down to was very, very interesting as you go take a look at what's going on. There is a bunch of things that people wanted in the new iPhone that are not in the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 6. And let's first talk about the BizDoc official iPhone survey that we did, where I sent out and I got several respondents, and they came back with, these are the top 5 things they wanted out of the new iPhone, regardless of whether you call it the iPhone X, the iPhone 10, the iPhone anniversary, or the iPhone 8, didn't care. This is what we want in the next iPhone. Number 5, a battery that doesn't die at 3:05 p.m. Mine does, and I'm always looking for a charger that time in the afternoon. Casual use at this point, after about a year of having it, those batteries get sleepy, I call it, don't hold the full complete charge, or you don't get as much out of it, and all of a sudden in the afternoon, you're looking for a charger, you're looking for a boost, whether it's in your car, your friend's desk, or the charger you stole from the guy that you borrowed from at the place you had lunch. Number 4, unbreakable when dropped 3 feet or less. Yes, that is correct. I once dropped my iPhone accidentally 3 whole feet onto my kitchen floor while leaning over to get something out of a cupboard, and I cracked the display and got a new display. So I think unbreakable when dropped 3 feet or less was very, very popular. Many other people talked about that. They wanted to be more durable. Then they wanted more storage, of course. And they said, well, you can get more storage, just pay for the next one. Or have app makers maybe work on making apps a little bit more efficient, a little bit more efficient footprints. But getting software developers to make things more efficient is sort of like getting government to stop spending money. Good luck. Then number 2, they wanted a bigger battery. And number 1, they wanted battery life. You detect a pattern here. I did. These are the things that people were looking for. It's what I was looking for. So if you're going to come out with the iPhone, blow us away with features and then put a whole bunch of big old battery in it, along with, you know, processor chips that use less battery or smarter about using battery and things like that. That's what people look for. And what we got, we did get it. Faster, more battery, more camera, more smarter, and a nicer display. And so that's really what you get in the 8 and the 8 Plus is really an upgrade of the iPhone 7 in the areas where you want it. And the wireless charging feature I think is cool. You go to Best Buy or order on Amazon and get yourself a wireless charging pad, put one there in your kitchen, one there in your desk, boom, boom, and the thing's always getting a little boost no matter where you are. And I think that's good because the cable and looking for a place to plug it in when you're on the road, it always seems to me that I kind of drain it at work when if it was sitting on my desk right there on a wireless charger and I didn't have to think about having another cord, would have been so much easier. And I think they've solved that. So what do you get for ponying up and then waiting that much longer in these big lines for the iPhone X? Well, you get facial recognition. With facial recognition and no home button, eliminates the ability to sit in a meeting and do this. To take 2 text messages and look at it while it's sitting there on your leg. You know you do it, I do it too. Guess what? Facial recognition, now you have to look at your phone to make it turn on. I've talked to many people that already have said, hey, whatever happened to just using my thumbprint and getting it to open right there while it's in my pocket at a movie theater or something? Now I got to sit there and look at the thing. So I think facial recognition is cool, but in practical, I want to see how that works practically. Then they're saying that the display is a full display and a little bit better than these, and the whole entire iPhone X is made out of glass. Wait a minute. I would have wanted less glass and like a beryllium back or titanium back case so that it would be even more durable. Now we get Mo glass. Well, unless this is some of that like, you know, Gorilla Glass or something that's really, really more, I don't know. I'm waiting for this guy to get dropped on its ear and see what $1,000 shatter looks like. And then they only give you a bit more on the 3D, but you do get coolness. And now a little surprise, an iPhone X prototype. And I want to show you for the, oh gosh. It's all glass. Now, one of the things that been bumming people out very, very much, that kind of bummed me out too, was the whole notion of, I pay goes away, now it's you pay. You have this monthly forever fee that you're going to be paying. And I'm kind of like, the cost of these things is getting up here. So to me, the Apple logo looks like that. Now listen, I love Apple. I have an iPad, I have an iPhone, and I'm all about Apple. But I kind of feel like the old Apple is kind of munching my money when I take a look at these and I look at the upgrade that I'm getting. And I would love much more to be able to change out the battery that's inside my iPhone 7 without voiding the warranty right now, so I have a fresher battery that lasts as long as it did on the first day. So I think the simple math is this. If you have an iPhone 6 or less, go get the iPhone 8 and get the Plus or the standard size, whatever it is you have. If you have the 7 or more and you have the I-goothy about it, like I ultimately got to have it, and that's what you're thinking, then go get this. But I honestly, and I'm a geek and gadget guy, I don't have a desire and don't see a reason to go from the 8 Plus to the iPhone X. For facial recognition, a little bit more coolness factor, a little bit lighter, it's 1 ounce lighter than this. It's already not very heavy as to begin with. So let's talk about why I kind of think the iPhone X belongs in the lineup. And if you follow Ferrari, or if you've even just been to their website and you know about the ultimate Ferrari is the La Ferrari. It is amazing. It's top of the line and top of the dollar. It's like a flagship. It is everything that they could do to the car, they've done to the car. It's not the one you buy. The one you buy is the 488 for $300,000. That's what the NBA star, the athletes, the celebrities, and the movie star, and the people with a lot of money, because they're entrepreneurs and they can afford those things now, that's what you buy. The LaFerrari is like this flagship. It's what it stands for. It's not how accessible it is and whether you could actually ever buy one. Even if you're real wealthy, you'd have to get in line to be able to get one. It is the fact of what it stands for. And I think there's a lot of that in terms of flagship product, is that they showed all the things that were possible and all the things they could do, and it just so happens it results in a $1,000 price tag. Well, my curiosity is to see the selling mix of all of this, to see where it goes, because you also see this with things like Porsche and things like watches, where the flagship of the Rolex line or the flagship of the Breitling line is way out here. And even if you could afford it, sometimes they only make 100 copies a year and it's very exclusive. And it is the flag carrying, projected image of the brand. And it stands for everything that's there. And I think there's a little bit of that happening here. So at a certain level, I think, well, you know what? This kind of makes sense. It's everything Apple could do, and coolness and facial recognition and all they could pack into it, but really it's not the choice. I would love to see the spreadsheets inside Apple and to see how many of this they're really making, because I think they're going to pump these 8s out, and everybody that has a 6 or an early model 7, I think this is where they're going to go. They're going to opt to go here, save the money, and get all the battery, the processor that's inside, everything that's about it, wireless charging, better camera, incredible Retina display that's upgraded. You're going to get all that. And you get all that for less. So that's my curiosity, and that's what I'm thinking. So that's my simple math. That's what I'm thinking about the iPhone and the brand new launch and the 10th anniversary. And I still love this company and what they've done for mobile phones, because the iPhone I still think is the best, the brightest, the only phone that I want to carry. It does everything better in the world of apps. It does everything better in general, and I love it, and I know that's why you love it. So don't be hating on me just because I turned the logo into a little money-chomping monster. They're on the stock market, they got to make their quarter, so in many ways they got to be a money-chomping monster, just like your company will be if you get there. That's it for this week, and we have a new announcement, and you don't have to wait in line to get it. It's the new pillow. The new pillow. This is called the Valuetainment Pillow X. Please subscribe to Valuetainment, the best channel on the internet, the #1 channel for entrepreneurs. Until next time, I'm Tom Ellsworth, and I hope I left you better than I found you.